Alright, this is going to be a VOD review of Anna on King's Row. This Anna is around low diamond. I really like how you're spamming the Reinhardt shield when you're not healing a teammate, because Anna does a lot of damage to Reinhardt shield and it's really good to put pressure on the Reinhardt. It's really good right here how you recognize that the maze wall is actually misplaced the wall and you capitalize on it by healing your teammates through it. It's really smart.
You're going to be okay.
Maze right here. There's no wall.
You capitalize on the mistake wall again and you yield the pick, which is really good. Right here, I don't know if you know, but your sleep dart is actually back up, and you could have possibly slept the Roadhog. So right here, your positioning is really bad in case that Roadhog could actually kill you with one shot of a well-placed right click or a hook, because you're just so far away from the Reinhardt shield, and anyone else could have turned and shot you, but likely they actually don't capitalize on that mistake. Ideally, you position a little bit further back.
Oh, really?
I have your back.
One thing you should do is actually communicate on when you plan to use your nano boost ult on the soldier.
We need to push in harder.
An issue there when you nano boosted the soldier was he didn't expect getting nano boosted, so he reactively press Q, and then he got charged by Reinhardt. One thing, it looks like you guys are probably gonna lose this fight. One thing you guys could have done to win the fight was actually you should have planned it out and said, hey soldier, I'm going to give you a nano boost. And what the soldier should have done is went up top clock tower and then asked for the nano boost, in which case you guys would have likely won the fight, because he'd have superior positioning from up top as well as not had the risk of actually being charged by the Reinhardt.
Ow.
Like as Anna at this ELO, you should or at this level of play,
Just go ahead and regroup
sometimes you
something.
might have to tell your DPS player how to
Sure.
position, because the way they position sometimes might not be optimal.
How did we not get that?
It's a good question.
You're going to live.
Just so you know, clock tower is that ledge up top, right here. And if the soldier just went into a clock tower first floor and then went up on the ledge and gotten the nano boost, then that would have been a guaranteed team fight win for you guys.
We sound very stressed out.
Take your medicine.
So right here you have nano boost. You should be communicating to your team that you have nano boost and when you plan to use it. And ideally you could combo your nano boost with the soldier ult or any other character. It's really unfortunate right there that you got hooked.
Hey, don't use any
Sometimes
ults
it
or anything.
happens. So right here you should recognize and tell soldier that you plan on ulting him, because you see that you guys both have ults.
Oh, you had. 60 seconds remaining.
Get him.
You're going to live.
That's a really good sleep dart you hit. And the issue right here is after you hit a really good sleep dart, this isn't only a criticism of you, but your team in general, is that you guys all split up. Like the Roadhog's going through hotel by himself, or the Reinhardt's going through hotel by himself, Mercy's going through mid, the soldier's playing somewhere, and then there's another tank in back alley. And right here, you're just by yourself, and the Reinhardt just charges in and dies. Like, probably the best choice of action for you there was just to follow your Reinhardt so he wouldn't die. But overall, like, your whole team was mispositioned in that case.
Go in, guys.
Alright, right here you probably think that McCree died due to the kill feed, but he just
Behind
comes
McCree
up
behind.
and kills you. I mean, that's an understandable mistake. You saw two people down in
Stay on
kill
point,
feed
stay
and
on point.
inferred one was McCree. But that could be a mistake you could avoid.
Listen to me instead of me. 10 seconds remaining. Go. I keep you here. Escort the payload.
Stay close to payload.
I have your back. Go to sleep.
It's possible to get somebody else on DPS other than the three we have.
I'm down to play DPS. I'd be happy to.
I'm with Raj right now. I should have a kill for kills.
Somebody's behind us. I hear him.
We need to not be so spread out though.
Be back. Good luck.
You're going to
That's
be
you.
okay.
Right here, you should call out that Roadhog.
You're powered up. Get in there.
I really disagree with that target choice.
Restoring your health.
Soldier's always a better nano boost target than McCree unless you're setting up for a specific high noon nano boost play. In the end, you guys end up winning the fight.
You're going to live.
But in general, I'd always recommend going for the soldier, even without his ult.
Up above on the left,
Go.
there's a
I
Hanzo.
keep you here. Healing enough. Restoring your health. Go. I keep you here.
There's definitely a back here.
One thing I've noticed so far is that your nano boosts haven't been getting very much value, and this soldier's ulting by himself without nano boost or good positioning, and he's not getting any value out of his ult either. Like in most cases, what should ultimately end up happening is soldier gets nano boost in a good position. He wipes about 3 to 4 members of the enemy team, and you guys get a clean team fight win. And I feel like all the team fights in this game so far have been very sloppy and not well defined.
Get back in the fight. You're powered up. Get in there.
I feel like a lot of your nano boosts are very reactionary and just not placed in very not well thought out times or positions.
Dying.
You're covered.
Like ideally, nano boost should always be like an engaging tool where you always look to nano boost to engage in a fight instead of do it reactionarily to an engage.
Hanzo to the left above.
You should ideally look out for Hanzo's or anyone in the top. Like if a Hanzo's playing in this location or right here, which is top of Horseshoe, what you can actually do is you can look to play further back and actually put a lot of pressure on whoever's playing up top. And that makes it really hard for the Hanzo or whoever's there to actually come out, peek you, and put a lot of damage on you.
He's almost down.
Alright, we have one more push. We need to regroup. Just get back.
Like right here, you should only be healing the Roadhog. Like I don't think they'll capitalize and kill him, but they have the opportunity to actually have killed him if you weren't just constantly
Don't die,
healing him.
don't die. Wait for rain.
Like the order should always be healing your as Anna is always healing your teammates first. Then second priority is putting out damage on the enemy team. Like usually enemy players that are like out of position behind not behind a Reinhardt shield, such as like if a Hanzo plays up top of Horseshoe in this area. And then third is just spamming Reinhardt shield.
She'll be fine.
That's only if like the other two priorities aren't available. Like everyone on your team has health, and no one's not behind a Reinhardt shield.
Okay, we got one.
There's nothing you could have done for that Lucio. He was just out of position.
Alright, we need to get on payload now.
Going to be okay.
The Roadhog got a really good hook on the T-Ball.
Get back. You're powered up. Get in there. Not with it.
Your nano boost targeting in this game has actually, in my opinion, been very poor in the terms that you choose to nano boost targets that aren't in good positions to be nano boosted or are good candidates for being nano boosted. I think the issue of nano boosting a Reinhardt and after the nerf to the nano boost speed is that he can't really catch up to anyone while he swings his hammer due to his like low base speed. And in that case, he's also, since he's really slow and big, he's also a really easy target to sleep dart. That was actually a really big sleep dart to miss as well.
This team is dead.
That team fight could have turned out differently if you hit that team fight, but mistakes happen. Alright, so that's the end of your guys' attack.
They have to make it pretty far on this level, so.
Alright, I really like the positioning up here on top clock. I think one issue right here is, you'll see right here, that Widow should have killed you right there. What you should ideally do if you're playing this position is actually play on the right side right here, or like in the tunnel for the first second and a half of the game. And what will happen is the Widow will look at the spot and not see you and flick somewhere else, in which case you could instantly peek and then put pressure on the Widow and then look to drop, because you don't want to play in this area for too long against the Widowmaker, because she only has to land one headshot on you. You recognize that the Widow's there and you dropped, which is good. Your McCree didn't.
People behind.
Oh,
No,
look,
not
he
behind,
died.
but on top of the hotel.
You're going to live.
Shield's gonna break here soon.
Fall back. Widow is fucking me up. I can't get close shot.
Like ideally right here, you should play around the backside of this statue base so you can actually have a line of sight to your tanks and heal them. Right here, you're by yourself and you really don't have line of sight of anyone to heal. And you're at risk of getting picked by the Widow.
Behind you guys. McCree. Hurt. Fuck. Widow down. Anna.
Help.
I can't see up there, man.
Up top.
At this point, you guys lost your Reinhardt, and that's always a really bad sign.
Got me.
Go. I'll keep you here.
Someone get that Mercy down.
Nice.
You're hitting really good shots on the Diva. You got her out of mech. She has ult, so
Diva behind.
that's unfortunate.
We really need a Ryan still.
Alright, so right here, you definitely lost first point. I think an issue right here is you're coming out the left side when you know the first point's gone. What's happening if you come out left side, especially by yourself, is you come in the risk of getting picked by 2 or 3 members of the enemy team who know they've already gotten the first point to come out and possibly pick you. Yeah, the soldier gets picked, I think. No, he doesn't. He's fine. But now the Sombra and the Zarya are pushing you, and yeah, you're gonna die right here. Like, it's always better to come out the right side of the subway, just because you're at a significantly lower risk of getting picked like that. Because most teams will actually send people to actually come up and push you guys if they know they got the first point 100%.
Ready to hang it up.
So right now you have ultimate. You should be looking to communicate
Just don't push too far up. Don't get
with the
picks.
soldier
Wait
to
for everyone
actually
be there. You're 2 down
to
right
set
now.
up a combination. One thing I really noticed is your communication has been really lacking this game as Anna, and at a higher level, communication is really what defines a lot of the skill cap in playing supports.
In your back.
Like, communication and ult coordination are a huge part of this game. Like right here, that was a really bad situation to ult in, just because the only person you saw on the enemy team was the D.Va, and D.Va instantly just flies away, and this soldier gets absolutely no value out of his ultimate. Also, not communicating that ultimate just causes that soldier to kind of panic and just be like, oh shit, I have ultimate, or I got the nano boost, so I have to press Q. When in reality, he'd been better off just not pressing Q then, and saving his ultimate and using it at a better time.
There's a Sombra behind.
Like a lot of the nano boosts that have been used this game have not been very valuable in that they haven't gotten very much done.
Cabana on the beach.
D.Va down. We're out. Mercy down.
I have your back.
I'm so dead.
I can't believe that didn't kill you.
Get back in the fight.
That was a good pick onto the D.Va.
Watching your back. You're going to be okay. You're powered up. Get in there.
I think again this was a poor ultimate just due to the fact that the Reinhardt was so far away, and it's a really telegraphed ultimate in the sense that the enemy team could just walk away. There's no reason they have to actually engage into that. They see a nano boosted Reinhardt coming towards them, they could just walk away.
What? I make quick work of them. I've seen. You're going to.
I think you ultimately always want to be standing behind the tank, even though the Roadhog just stepped back and pressed E. I think you overestimated how strong you were as Anna against the fully charged Zarya. Even though she didn't kill you, like she put you low enough to the point where you can easily get picked by this Sombra. All right, and this is part 2.
في الامتحان يكرم المرء أو
Try to
يهمل.
stay together. If you're gonna die, die together. So I can wrench you together.
I'm trying to make sure this Sombra doesn't hack this health board.
Go.
Above
I
us.
keep you healed.
Just get close to the payload.
It's just a scratch. You'll be fine.
One thing I've noticed overall is that since Soldier hasn't been getting ultimate a lot, he's using his tac visor in situations where he's really not getting that much value out of it. If you guys planned out Anna Soldier ult combos more frequently, you guys would definitely win a lot more fights.
Take your medicine.
I'm down.
And now you have ultimate.
Fuck, Sombra.
And it looks like you guys aren't gonna win the fight, or looks like Mercy got a really good res off.
Get in there.
Fuck!
Again, that I feel like that ult was reactionary. Your tanks are clutching it out for you guys.
Good job.
Restoring your health.
To your left, to your left.
Soldier on the left. Fucking.
One thing you can also do is, depending on the position of this payload right here, you can actually play on the right side of on the top catwalk,
So
or on the top ledge. Like if you go right here and then turn right, that'd give you a really good vantage point of healing your teammates, as well as like positioning in a way that it's hard for the
Leave it
enemy
above
team
too.
to kill you.
Healing enough.
Barrier's gonna break.
It's just a
Fucking above us. Killed like got it.
go. I give you the
You should be communicating. You have ultimate. Like the the Roadhog and you have both have ultimate. You should be saying like, hey, I'm gonna look to nano boost you.
Did I stop?
my team still needs me.
They have one more push. How many ults?
I have ult. I can ult Roadhog if I get there.
I mean, how many do you think they have? When's the last time they used them?
They probably have Slumber ult
No
now.
Sombra ult. No Sombra ult. They used it last time. No Silver ult. They used it last time. Sombra on the left.
You're powered up. Get in there. They're almost out of time.
Ladder.
Stop them here and now.
So it looks like you guys are gonna actually win this game.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. They're still gonna come back.
Lucio shouldn't have ulted. There's actually been a lot of games I lost because Lucio thought we won and ulted and ended up losing
Nice.
just because we didn't have a Lucio fight for the very last fight, or let Lucio ult for the very last fight.
Good job.
All right, that's the end of the game. I'm just gonna go over some like core concepts I've seen that you could improve on. One of them is like, as Ana, communication is a really huge factor in playing support. At least like as you go up, a lot of the skill cap goes into communication. Other than that, like ult coordination was really lacking in terms of communicating ults with especially the soldier, just because how strong soldier and Ana ult combos are. I feel like a lot of fights could have been won extremely cleanly by just ulting a soldier and just having him run in and kill everyone. I feel like a lot of these ults were reactive in terms of like you reactively ulted the McCree a lot, as well as Reinhardt and Roadhog. Whereas I feel like Ana ult should be a proactive engaging mechanism versus just like using it reactively. And also like every time you ulted, or most times you ulted reactively, the whoever you ulted really didn't get any value out of that. They like at most got one kill, whereas if you ult a soldier and coordinate his ult, he's always going to get 3 or 4 kills extremely easily. So communication, ult coordination, like ult decision making are pretty big factors. Thing you did really well, I think, is your aim is really good as Ana, especially for your level. And that's about it.